Okay, so as you can see here, I've got my pattern cut this way and cut this way. The closer that you make your lines, some of the pieces will already start to pop out on their own. So all you're going to need to do now is go in and pull the rest of this out. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You can use your blade, cut to the side, back and forth to knock these pieces out. You can use a screwdriver, a wood rasp, whatever it takes to get this stuff out of here. That's what you're looking for. So just start popping the pieces out. It's going to get real messy, so do this in an area that's easy to clean, and just start whittling away. Because we kept our blade depth the same on each of these cuts, we have a baseline at the bottom, so we know not to go any deeper than that. So I'll knock a few more of these pieces out. It should come out fairly easily. You won't need a lot of effort to get this out. Like I said, it will definitely get everywhere, but that's the general idea of how to clear this area out. As you can see here, I've already cleaned this side, and it gives us a nice level area to put our miniature in. It's right above his head, or right below his head, so that's exactly what we were shooting for. Now you have a couple of options on the inside. You can rough this up to make it look more natural. You can take some small strips of balsa wood and glue those on the inside to make it look like it's artificially reinforced. You can take some diamond plate if you want to give it a sci-fi feel. But that is it. As far as using just one piece, you do the same thing on this area, and you have a nice trench system, and you can add extra pieces on each end. If you wanted this to just be a single piece, you would leave your strip in here and just cut out this area. It also doesn't have to be straight edge. You could take your marker and do a rounded trench if you want to. Just wanted to give you the basics of how to dig out the foam and still leave enough on the inside where this can be one single piece. So to finish out the edge, what you would do would be just come around here with your knife, cut this area away at an angle, something like this. And I'm doing this at an awkward angle, so forgive me. And then you would cut this away, shave it down to where you would have a rounded edge, and that would slope up this way to the trench. And that's it for doing it on this one single piece. There's not really a lot of point in finishing this up, since this one is done and gives you an idea of how it would look. As far as the bottom goes, take some sand, kitty litter, rocks, gravel, whatever you want to base the bottom with it. You can take sheets of plastic card if you want a flat surface and glue that down on top. Plenty of different ways to finish it out. That's kind of going to be up to you, so I'm going to leave this one as it is. Hope that gave you an idea of how you can do it this way on one single piece. Again, it's really rough and rudimentary, but hopefully that gives you an idea of something to work with. And now I will move on to the second tutorial using these two 3/4 inch sheets. Yes, I know, I said I was going to leave it the way it was, but I decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and rough it out anyway. So I took some models and placed them in to make sure that you could get 2 in base-to-base contact, and you can. So 2 inches works pretty good. You could even go 2.5 inches just to give them a little more room depending on how you have loaded them out. I did leave some room on the top here, so if you want to have miniatures in no cover. And on the front, all I did was start carving away to give it the appearance of being dug out of a hill. And again, I just roughed it up. If I was going to finish this piece out, I would go back with some 220 grit sandpaper and smooth this out. So if this was going to be a display piece, of course, the interior walls, I would take a little more care in making sure that they were perfectly up and down, and that they didn't have little chips out from the center. Like I said, you can always go back in and finish this out by laying down some plastic card or some sand and shoring up these walls with strips of balsa wood or popsicle sticks that have been carved to look like wood. And that's pretty much it. That's the rough out, and that's all this was, is just an example piece of how you can do it. Again, this is by no means an award-winning piece or anything like that. I just wanted to give you the techniques on how to do it on one single piece. So yeah, that's it. Now I will move on to the 2 3/4 inch sheets that will be cut out and glued on a base or on themselves, depending on how you want to do that. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to ask, or if you are looking for a specific tutorial, don't be afraid to ask for that also. It may take me some time to actually get it done, but I'll do what I can. So stay tuned for video number 3.